One thing I wanted to touch on before we ended our webinar tonight, and that is kind of the width versus depth scenario, and you can kind of see these two scenarios here. One of the things that is powerful about a binary plan and about some of the unilevel plans that have the dynamic compression is the whole width versus depth issue. In a compensation plan that emphasizes going wide, you can see that there's a lot of synergy that can be lost because the only person who is benefiting from the structure is the one person at the top here. The only person who is creating teamwork is at the top, and there's competition with everybody else on the team. The only person earning a paycheck in example A with the wide scenario is just the one individual at the top. The only person who has incentive to help the others is at the top, and the only person who benefits from future sponsorships is this person right here at the top of example A. Now you go to example B. This is actually me and one of my business partners here, Robbie, and we made this scenario with all these other people. Example B, how many people benefit from this structure? Everybody in the structure. Almost everybody. The person at the bottom doesn't benefit financially yet. But does this create teamwork? Is everybody on the same team? Absolutely. Do they all earn a check? Yep. How many distributors have incentive to help each other? Everybody does, because even this person down at the bottom loves the fact that they have all these people upline, because these people will place people down below them if they're building in more of a depth scenario, like a binary plan or a unilevel with compression. How many distributors benefit from future sponsorships? All of them. Okay, so I'm a big depth kind of zealot. I love the fact that you can build deep. I love the synergy of it. I love the teamwork of it. I love the excitement of it. Not everybody's big into building deep like I am. A lot of people, and I believe in deep and wide, deep and wide. You build deep first, then wide later. Other people believe in build wide first and then go deep. So it's kind of an ongoing debate. It's a pretty heated debate right now. But I definitely am a big advocate of the building deep. And many of the compensation plans in network marketing today do not have, mathematically, they're not set up to allow you to go deep. So it really can cut down on the synergy of the compensation structure. You need to have the ability to go deep to create synergy and teamwork. Okay, I want to touch on one other plan here before we finish, and that is what we call the 2-up plan. Sometimes they call this the Aussie 2-up plan. I don't call it the Aussie 2-up here because what do the Australians have to do with it? They're victims here. This plan was invented in the U.S., not in Australia. I don't know. Maybe they started using it in Australia to experiment. They did experiments on the Australians, with the compensation plan, and then they ended up blaming them for all of its faults. This is a Yankee 2-up. This is a Yankee 2-up if I've ever seen one. Definitely made by an American when you see how it's made. It's designed to give quick money, quick payout. It's kind of a sales type program where you make money on your sales quick. It looks great on paper. The bad thing about it is its failure rate. It's never survived in network marketing ever, any length of time. It has a really bad history and has a very bad reputation. Avoid the 2-up plan. They're mostly travel programs use it. Financial programs where you buy a set of financial tapes, how to save money on your taxes, use it. Travel clubs, buying clubs use it. Avoid it. Just run, grab your wallet and run. Do not get involved with the 2-up compensation plan. How do you spot it? The first 2 distributors, the C guys down here, are given to the sponsor. You're B. The first 2 are given to A, your sponsor, and then you start earning on your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th sale. There's also a 1-up where you give away 1, or a 3-up where you give away 3. But the 2-up's the most popular, and a lot of travel programs are using them. I've never seen companies stay in business with it. They're short-lived, they're short-term, quick profit companies, and then they move on and, move to Mexico and start spending the money. I don't know what happens, but it's just bad track record. I would avoid it. Once I see a 2-up going 10 years or more and it continues to be strong and there's a good reputation in the industry, I'll change my stand. But I've never seen a company ever survive it, and I'm sticking by my belief that it's a gimmick and something you need to avoid. So here we go. Here's all the compensation plans we talked about. The one we didn't talk about tonight was the hybrid, which is basically a combination of any of these 2 plans. Most likely it would be a binary unilevel or a unilevel stair-step. I generally don't call the unilevel stair-steps hybrids because they usually are dominant on the stair-step end, and the unilevel is just the front end of the plan. But it does create a kind of a bit of confusion when they call it a hybrid, and especially when they tie a binary over the top of a unilevel. How can you combine a binary with a unilevel? Well, they've done it, and it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. It's difficult to figure out. I mean, it's kind of fun to look at, but the biggest thing is if you can't explain it, you can't teach it. How can you explain something that you can't teach? Okay? So what I would do in these scenarios is, first of all, get rid of the matrix, get rid of the 2-ups. The only plans that I would really recommend, and I don't really like the hybrids, although I won't kick them out because they're generally, one of the plans is okay. I like the binary, the unilevel, and the stair-step breakaway still. Now, I have a little question mark on the stair-step because, honestly, I feel that the stair-step is on its way out. Okay, 39% are breakaways. It's on its decline. It's going down, okay? 37% are the unilevel plans. They're on their way up. They're rising very quickly. 14%, the binaries, they're going up slightly. The matrices are kind of holding steady, maybe going down, and the 2-ups are, surprisingly, they're maintaining. There's just always got to be, out of 100 programs, there's got to be 2 programs that are 2-ups just kind of sitting there. And who knows if they'll stick around. I feel they won't. And then here's my grading scale. Binary got, essentially on average, got a B, breakaway B-, hybrid C-, matrix D+, 2-up D-, which is close to an F, and then the unilevel plan, which I gave a B+ on average. Now, some of the unilevels are A's, some are C+, as well as the binary. Some are C- and A-, but that's the average score there. Why did I give the one I like the most, the unilevel plan, a B+? Because compensation plans aren't perfect. You got to realize that you might think yours is perfect until I come over and just rain down on you all the flaws of the plan and tell you all the problems associated with it. And then you might feel a little differently after I get done, and then I'll have to appease you and say, oh, well, hey, let's heal our wounds now. Let's rub some salve on that burn. Let's talk about some of the good things. If you think your company can do no wrong, if you think your company's perfect, if you think your compensation plan is perfect, you've fooled yourself sufficiently. And I don't want to say that to make you feel bad. I want to say that because you need to start getting a little objectivity. If you can get objectivity into your mind and into your heart, guess what? You'll learn to recruit like an animal, because people won't be repelled from you at parties. People won't want to avoid you at Thanksgiving dinner. They won't want to walk away from you when you're at the soccer game because they know you're going to be obnoxious and just dump a bunch of hype and propaganda on them. They know that you're objective, you're fair, you're honest, open-minded, and they want to be around you because of that. And if you choose not to develop some objectivity and you want to continue to be dogmatically loyal to your company and product and say everybody else is garbage, then you will lose out on the opportunity to recruit some phenomenal people in this industry. With that, I'd like to close up this webinar presentation and let you know my name is Daren Falter. I'm the author of How to Select a Network Marketing Company. If you want to get even more detailed information on compensation plans, we just touched the surface on it. In my book, we go through this in detail, absolute detail. As a matter of fact, in my book on tape that is now available at dcfalter.com, you can actually listen to an entire, I think it's about an hour dedicated to, maybe an hour, more than an hour, about an hour dedicated to the same information. Basically what we covered tonight, it kind of goes into that, but it's the reading of the book itself, so there's information we did not cover tonight that we go into on the book on tape, and we also go into it in total detail in the actual book. The book, if I read the entire book, it'd probably be about more like 10 hours, so it's pretty detailed information. The book is not out yet. It will be out this summer. You can pre-order the book for a discount. The book on tape is out, so you can purchase that at dcfalter.com or go to networkmarketingbook.com and make sure you register there, because when I do come out with the book, I'll let everybody know from that mailing list.